This is it, guys! We're gonna kill Cortex! Once and for beeping all! Crunch time! Let's listen to this cutscene!
Congratulations, Crash. You should be proud of yourself. Not only have you collected all the crystals in record time, but you also defeated the elementals. Let Crunch and me be the first ones to congratulate you.
By pummeling your sad Bandicoot frame into a pulp.
One thing that doesn't make sense is the story. Now, each elemental mask needs 5 crystals to defeat, and yet you need to collect 25, and there's 4 masks. Why can't Crash just repeat the use of the crystals that he's got? And one difference in the GameCube's version is that Cortex actually has a health meter, and you can see him. And this does not look as cool as it does in the PS2 version. I'm an idiot. I can usually beat this boss without dying once, because this boss isn't very hard. Why can't Crash just use the crystals again? Why can't he just use the same 5 crystals for each one? And if he can't do that, then wouldn't that mean that he would need 40 to beat this final boss if he has to defeat all of them again? Seriously, that doesn't make any sense. In the PS2 version, there was like effects with the background when Crunch activated these powers, but not in this version. Nope. Also in the PS2 version, you can stand on that thing. It sucks that you can't in this version. Come on, Cortex, go up. Uka kind of bites him, but at the same time he doesn't. There was like awesome fire effects here in the PS2 version, but not anymore because this is the GameCube version. Ha ha ha. Woo! Don't burn me, Crunch. Do not burn me. Do not burn me now. Do not be afraid, because Crunch will burn me, or water me, or rock me, or electrocute me, even if those words aren't real. That's a lot harder, that seems to be harder to dodge in this version. Because in the PS2 version, you can just stand up there and dodge all harm. But not in this version, you just gotta stand in a safe spot and keep jumping. Let's not get hit by those terrible looking water rocks. I'm an idiot. I'm not usually this bad at the boss. That's usually because I can stand up there, but I can't. So this boss is actually harder in this version. You don't want to slam on Cortex, even if that does nothing else. That zoom in wasn't in the PS2 version. Go up, Crunch. I mean, Cortex! I keep getting confused between the two. I'm so stupid. No! Get out, Crash! Ooh, that was weird. Shoot, Crunch. Well, I want to shoot Cortex. Yes! Go up, Cortex. You know, I am going to make a review on this game. I will re-review this. And it's going to be very detailed. Possibly as detailed as Stimpyland's review on this game. Where he was still like, this game is the worst thing ever! Well, it acts like he was calling it the worst thing ever because, you know, he said this game was an insult to terrible. That must mean it's like the worst thing ever. But it's not. It's fun. It's really good. It's good. And if you argue, I'm not going to like you too much. Just accept that everyone has different opinions. And just accept that I like this game and there's nothing you can do about it. Especially if you're like Stimpyland. He could not change my mind, even with his re-review. Even though most of his points were valid. Ah! Can't burn me, Crunch! Die, Crunch! One more spin, and Cortex is dead. Once and for beeping all! He's dead. Let's see him spin around. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, right round. I might make that joke in my review at the very end of the video, because you know I like that joke. So I'm actually going to keep this file.
Can't you ever let
There's
me
the
win?
ending.
What do you want from me, you cretin?
Cortex, you realize that Crash may have collected all the crystals, but he doesn't have the gems. With the
Really?
gems, we can resurrect the masks one last time and destroy that Bandicoot once and for all.
But wouldn't that mean that I would also need 60 crystals in total? You're weird. And here's the credits. And then we see a dance, which is not the Crash Bandicoot dance. Oh, I missed that dance. Japan made it awesome. Also in the PS2 version, at the very end of the credits, it gives credit to the people who made the Crash Bandicoot song. But not in this version. Nope. We like spinning and doing this weird thing. They're weird. Stop being weird. That is not the Japanese one, so shush. Let's just watch the credits, which I'm sure you can skip, but I'm not going to try because I want you to see them. You know what? You could just see them on the last part because I'm mean. I told you that parts were going to be short, and this is going to be a short part. So let's just save. I'm going to save 2 files. Let's save one on file 4. There we go.